We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Centre, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as the pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. Swing and he pops him up. Guerrero in foul ground, but this will land untouched. One out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And Dan, D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Ryu's ready. First pitch on the way. Just getting started at the Rogers Centre. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he's 3 for 15. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Working on striking out the side in the first.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Rafael Devers would be next. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. Fouled off. Now a foul tip at the plate, and you can hear that one ring off the catcher's mask as he stays alive. Again, a 1-2. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So now to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The set and the 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Now at the plate, here is Corey Dickerson. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he's 0 for 8. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And boy, well hit, but out of play into the stands in deep right. One and 2. Here it is. Two out, bases loaded. Misses, ball 2. it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Garrett Richards will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Three and 0 now.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Here's Joe Panic. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. First offering.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do?
And while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
And now, Lourdes Gurriel. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Fouled away. Another 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
One there to Aguilar for the double play.
Batting fourth.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Men on third with two down. Tight ball four, and they're at the corners now with two away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
2 on, 2 out, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. First pitch on the way.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Ready with the 0-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
First delivery to him. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Kike Hernandez. Runner goes for second. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding in is Christian Vasquez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. So stepping in is Xander Bogaerts. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. And now the first pitch. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. High and deep down the left field line. One and two to the Boston shortstop.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Hard hit to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So here is Rendell Grichuk, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there's one down now.
Batting 7. The first base.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 9 homers and 44 RBIs. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Devers onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 8. The catcher, number 7.
Next up, Reese McGuire trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Dickerson gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo.
Number 99. Alex Miniak.
First pitch on the way. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Hit back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn two. Pretty smooth.
Here now is Rafael Devers. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So now here is Jonathan Davis. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike one. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Chopped weakly to the right. Ready with another 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He'll come in here at 259, 24 home runs, and 65 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
No, that's down.
Bichette stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-1 home. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box, Joe Pennick. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. but this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Chopped weakly to the left. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
At the plate now, Hunter Renfroe. Fouled off. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here it comes.
Ball. Look out, 1-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Panic calls for it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The the windup and the 1-0 pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, Joe Springer.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 21 homers, 56 runs batted in. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
On the ground to second base. This could be two. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Next to hit is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
2-2 the count. As a look, now the pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hernandez onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in, and he is in there.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Popped him up. Vasquez is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 24.
Ready now is Rowdy Tellez, and they're runners at the corners now. Now here's the first offering.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Now the first pitch. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. First offering on its way. He's running, and it's fouled away. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded by Panic. There's one. On to first. A double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Red Sox go down quietly. Halfway home, still no score. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher, number 7.
First pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jonathan Davis, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance, it's ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for round number 1.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Pull, that's inside.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball, dude.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Stepping in once again is Joe Pennant. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. But that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one, hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see both guys into the 90s. One guy well into the 90s, 97 versus 91 on the top velocities so far. Next to stand in is Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch of the AB now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The set and the 2-2. In the dirt. Throw to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Blue Jays held in check. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and striding forward the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. First offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And that one yanked just foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the sixth, and up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Ryu's ready. Here's the pitch.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The count now at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Next up for the Red Sox, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the first pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Bichette picks it up cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Red Sox lead 1. We are still scoreless. And now in the box, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Lourdes Gurriel.
first pitch on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First offering.
Count 1-0.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 1 to count. To the left side, but it's well foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. The Blue Jays go down in order. Still no score. Stepping up is Hunter Renfroe. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they have taken the lead. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Steven Matz comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 22, Steven.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot that time for Kike Hernandez. Number 10 for him on the year, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now, Christian Vasquez. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. No outs, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here he comes again, 1-2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
To panic covering. On to first to complete the double play. So the next to bat will be Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Devers. With a multi-hit day to his credit already, this proves that even quality pitching can't slow him down.
Absolutely. This guy, when the weather warms up, he is certainly taking the next step forward, and it doesn't matter who's on the mound. He seems to have rhythm and timing, whether it's the ace of the staff or the 25th man on the roster. This guy is having a monster season. You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Devers, right field and carrying well. Looking up is the right fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar.
The first baseman.
Weak grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he triples up on it right here. He's got back-to-back out-in-front swings on this guy. Let's see if he bounces one right in front of the plate.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball. 2 out, nobody on. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Up next, Corey Dickerson. First pitch of the AB on its way.
0-1's the count.
0-1, here it comes. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gurriel is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. The Red Sox lead it 5-0. Ryan Brazier gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 70, Ryan Brazier.
Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
The right fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Brazier is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. The 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. This is foul right side. Here's another 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Rowdy Tellez fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 delivery.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 7.
So next to hit is Reese McGuire. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, still going back.
Oh, doctor, you can hang a star on that baby.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, Jonathan Davis. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that count.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home.
8-2. Full count. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Good battle. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of the ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set and the 0-1.
That's the ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2 out with the man at first. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays' leadoff batter.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 25 for him on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Matt Barnes takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 32. Number 2, second baseman, Joe.
To the plate now, Joe Penn. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Popped him up. And Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox on top, 5-3. Hunter Renfroe will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue. There it was, back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. First offering on its way, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Ro, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Ro, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make the pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
A look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Now it'll be Kike Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Panic onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
And now here is Christian Vasquez. A couple of walks for him thus far. Now here's the first offering. Two out, nobody on. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Once again, a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
George Springer the next to hit, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Oh, up around the chin there, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here it comes. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Number 15, Rendell.
Now to the plate, Rendell Britcher. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They're still down 5-3. Jordan Romano enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. The 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Is smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. Bogaerts will head for second. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Big at-bat now, and here is J.D. Martinez. Though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. First offering on its way. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 0-2 home. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Thought about coming home, but he'll go to first instead. throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile, the run is in to score from third. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Now into the box, Rafael Devers, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Red Sox 6, the Blue Jays 3. Josh Taylor is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
38, Josh Taylor.
So now to the plate, Rowdy Tellez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Taylor has over 40 innings on his line so far, with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Set to deal on 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Reese McGuire is at the plate as he watches ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Pops this one up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jonathan Davis. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. A ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bo Bichette. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 6-3 the final score today. The Red Sox capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Garrett Richards earns win number 7 on the season. Hyunjin Ryu to settle with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Josh Taylor records the save, his 30th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
You can't do nothing but love, Fresh. You won't know what we gonna do next time. You bought our ticket to check out. You wearing the vest time. You trying to protect your chest time. You been setting me on your bins time. That ain't sure that's for your friends time. You won't stop these ladies from playing with your hand. You won't run the fly time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Garrett Richards. His record is now 7-9. The loss goes to Hyunjin Ryu. He falls to 10-5.